Welcome to Glenville State College and our athletic department's coaches show. Today we have head women's soccer coach J.R. Dotson. J.R., thanks for being with us this morning, sir.
Glad to be here.
J.R. is an alumnus. First off, I want to talk about, you've only been on the job here for about 3 months, but about, I know you were a high school head coach, college assistant, just some first takes to the first 3 months on the job.
Well, first of all, I love it here. I haven't found a person that hasn't been nice or supportive in anything that I've tried to do or want to do. So that's the first thing that comes across to me is how easy it is to work here at Glenville and the support that everybody seems to have for you. So that's what I'm excited about in the first 3 months. The program itself, I think we have a ways to go, but we're getting there quick, I think.
Then you've been very competitive in a lot of games against some very tough teams, particularly, defensively been able to, keeping the goal, like Concord came in here and they were ranked 16th in the country at the time. I think that was a 3-0 loss. But about just the energy level and working on the culture side, tell us about how you address that side of the culture.
We make sure that everybody knows it's a team, and that's how I've always been everywhere I've been. Is teams first, and making sure that they know who they're playing for. It's not that they're not playing for me; they're playing for Glenville State College and themselves and their teammates. And I think we're starting to get that. I think as the season goes on, we'll continue to see that. Like you said in the beginning, we focused on defense heavily. Focused on defense. A lot of goals were scored against us the year prior. So that's what our main focus was, but as the season goes on, I think you'll see that our offense will start sparking a little bit more. Mm-hmm. We had more shots against Frostburg in the second half than they had on us, so we're getting there. And the team, the big part was getting the team to believe in themselves, and I think we're very close now.
We're getting ready to go up to Fairmont tomorrow night, and I know you had scrimmaged them back, in the preseason, what are your goals? What are you looking for out of this effort tomorrow night? 90
minutes. That's been our goal for the last few games. We haven't been able to put a full 90-minute game together. So against Frostburg, I thought they did give us a 90-minute effort. The game before that against State, I think we got a 45-minute effort. So I think that's why I keep saying we're getting there. It's slowly coming along. So I want 90 minutes against Fairmont, playing the solid defense that I think we've been doing. And then I think the result will take care of itself one way or the other.
What are some of your goals in this recruiting class? This will be your first full year of recruiting, full cycle. What are you looking for to get out of this recruiting class for fall of 23?
My goals
22, I mean.
Yeah, my goals this year is to look for technical players, not so much players that are strong or fast, but I want technical players. I think we can improve on that a little bit to get technical. I want to bring players in that the upperclassmen here can help me cultivate into the culture and making the whole team more technical and moving forward.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, something I want to speak to is the soccer has always had one of the highest GPAs here. You got a great academic culture within the team. What are some of the concepts you do as far as preaching that and really making sure that group stays ahead of everything academically?
Well, it is one of our goals. I want the highest GPA at the school, and I stress that to the players all the time. They each get 2 passes where they can miss a practice, miss a game, miss whatever they need to miss if they have homework or something like that. I think it's important that they know that the coaches care, that it trickles all the way up to you, that they know that we care about the grades and that comes first. Mm-hmm. So we're not doing anything special as far as study halls or anything like that, but once we find someone who's maybe not where we want them to be, then we sit down a little bit closer.
Well, I tell you what, I know it's early in the game for you here with the program, but I know you're doing a lot of good things. We're looking forward to the future, with your group. So
appreciate that.
Problem. Thank you all for joining us today, and we'll be talking again here in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to Glenville State College Athletic Department. This week's Coaches Show. Today we have on Coach John Lilly, head coach of the men's golf program. Thanks for being with us here this afternoon.
Thank you, Jesse.
Appreciate having you. Coming off the Mountain East Conference Championships, the highest finish in 17 years. And I know you were wanting a spot or two higher there. I know you were hoping for, but still the program definitely took some steps forward. I know you have one more tournament down at Lenoir-Rhyne, but as far as league play, big steps and maybe still, be in the hunt to flirt with the regionals if you have a good spring.
Never satisfied. Golfers never satisfied, and the way they play, even though they score well, then they always want to do better, and that's what our team is. We're young. We've got 4 freshmen and a junior that has played predominant matches this year, so everything looks up for the future. It's just that our 6th place finish was a little disappointing. We were hoping for at least a 4th place finish, but some other teams played real well up there, and we didn't.
Well, you talked about the upperclassmen, and I'm going to talk about the upperclassmen first, the returnees and the contributions they made this year with Sam McNeil and Shaden Johnson about their leadership as far as having all the rookies, but then they put up some good rounds for you as well during the fall.
That's correct. Shaden is our junior, and he is from Johannesburg, South Africa. Looking at their seasonal average, Shaden had our best seasonal average this fall so far, and Sam is from Prince Edward Isle up in Canada, Providence up in Canada, and he is our COVID freshman, where he played the first semester 2 years ago, and the NCAA allotted him an extra year due to the COVID pandemic outbreak. So he's actually just a freshman athletically, and he's played steady this year. I know he's not satisfied with his play as of late, but he's an outstanding golfer also. Well,
the newcomers who you mentioned, we had Matthias and Fabricio, of course, Boom and Choi, Tanner Vickers, and you had Ethan Hardy pop in there and give you some really good rounds in the mid-70s as well. Just about that group of newcomers and what they've added to the program.
They're golfers. Most of them have played international golf tournaments growing up, or around the country growing up. I know Tanner is from Stuart, Florida, and he's played a lot of golf throughout his young career there. And Matthias and Fabricio, they've played in they're from Paraguay, and they have played in a lot of international tournaments in South America. Of course, Boom and Choi is a freshman transfer out of Coker University. He's from South Korea, and he's played throughout the United States. In fact, he graduated high school in South Carolina, and has played quite a bit here in the States and in South Korea. So all of these, and Ethan Hardy's from Charlestown, here in the state, and he's played quite a bit of golf in the Eastern Panhandle, and finished 4th in the AAA state tournament last year.
Well, everybody that you've mentioned at some point put up a big round in a tournament. And again, I know golf's a crazy game, and I know it's such a mental game. Is it as simple as they just need to be more consistent to jump up a few levels?
Maturity, probably. Knowing the courses. We played most of the courses that we placed, well, everyone but Shaden. It was a strange course for him. Weather has a lot to do with it. Just being, how professional golfers are. They have streaks and valleys, and you just got to hit it right, especially trying to get 5 guys to play well at the same time.
Yeah. What because you have guys that can drive it, and we've witnessed in a lot of the videos that Bill has sent to us, and that Dave had up there at the conference. You got some guys with some pretty meticulous short games as well. You mentioned putting it all together, but you talk about playing here at the Glenville Club and playing over at Stonewall, how having these courses available to you to fine-tune those parts of their game.
We're lucky. The Glenville Golf Course allows us to have players go out there in between classes and practice. And then at Stonewall, the Arnold Palmer Design Signature Course is a big challenge for anybody that plays over there. And we're just lucky to be able to have those opportunities.
Well, I'll tell you, great job with the program. We got a great bunch of young men, and we're very excited about the future of that program. I mean, getting in that upper half and making a cut, and we think there's only better days ahead. So we really appreciate what you're doing.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.